What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. For y'all that don't know me, welcome to my channel. My name is Leah J, and I have a lot to talk about actually. I'm just excited about this channel for one, and I've actually been wanting to start my channel, but I've just been nervous to start my channel and not have things to talk about. Like, I feel like people do that all the time. They just start their channel, start talking about a bunch of stuff, and they just find stuff to talk about as they go. But I didn't want to start it, not have nothing to talk about, and then y'all not have a reason to follow me or subscribe or whatever the case may be. But I have a reason now. So I have a business. I am officially a business owner. The name of my store is called Classy Glow Beauty. It is okay. So this was my thought process behind it before I initially started everything. So my thought process was to make it so that it was kind of like Ulta Beauty, but like not Ulta Beauty. I don't know. I have a background. Ooh, don't mind my little flyaway. I just did these bohemian twist in my hair. I mean, not bohemian twist, passion twist. And it's something new. I'm trying out, y'all. I haven't had these before. I usually do box braids. So this is something completely different. So I started Classy Glow Beauty because I come from the beauty industry, and I was a stylist for a while, and I also was an esthetician. Not like a full esthetician. I just was a full body waxer. So I have a lot of knowledge in that, and being a hairstylist. But before I started all of that, I've always wanted to be a business owner. Even when I worked at my very first salon, or even when I was in cosmetology school, like I said, my goal was to get out of school, work for a shop, commit to it for a few years, and then eventually establish my own clientele so that I could make enough revenue to open up my own place. So my goal from the beginning has always been ownership. So I moved to a different city, and it was hard to try to find ways to make income out here. And then I just kind of came to the realization that, like, we're in I don't know how to like the technical term for it, but like our culture is so technologically advanced. Like, everything is online, and I noticed that, like, a lot of businesses that don't have like a lot of the retail stores that we probably used to shop at all the time before, some of them are closing down, and it's because they don't have inventory available online for people to shop there. And I just realized that technology was playing a really, really, really big part in the future. So I came to the realization that maybe I should be trying to make money on the internet. But then I was like, how the heck do I do that? Like, how do people even get into doing that? I thought, like, I'm trying to find the right angle. I thought that was something that you had to be doing for like years in order to be able to actually make money off of, but that's not the case. So I came across this mentor on Instagram who was really, really big in Facebook marketing. And I am not Facebook marketing right now, but I might dabble in it eventually. I definitely will have to market for my I would definitely have to do marketing for my store, so I'll have to do it in that aspect. But As far as doing it for other businesses and stuff, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, so I started following this mentor on Instagram, and he just opened my eyes to like this whole other world of, or like this whole other concept of becoming a business owner that I had no idea of. So then I had thought of, instead of trying to go with my initial dream was to open up a shop, I could open up a beauty supply store. And I haven't come across too many African American owned beauty supply stores in my lifetime, at least not a beauty supply store owned by an African American woman. So I figured, okay, with all this knowledge, maybe I could take it a step further and not only be an African American woman who owns a beauty supply store, but I can do it online. And then when we doing it online, I can reach a much more broad or broader audience than what I could reach, in the town that I'm located in, or just or reach, or I could reach the people that are like close to me, like my friends and family and stuff. I just want to be able to reach more people than what I can physically contact. So I was like, duh, it makes sense to open up a shop online. It's been a lot of work. It's still work. Like, I feel like your work is never done. But I feel like this is a step in the right direction. With my lifestyle, I will probably be moving around every couple years or so. So I feel like trying to do what I was doing before, which is being an esthetician and a stylist, because I move so much, or I will be moving so much, it'll be harder for me to establish a career that way and establish a clientele that way. So the best thing I could do is just go into business for myself online. And it's something new, so I'm not gonna lie and say like I got it all figured out and I'm not nervous about it. And of course there's you get first time jitters about doing something, but I got this. I got faith in myself, y'all. I have tried a lot of things in the past, and I just turned 25 recently. So, which is a huge milestone for me. Me personally, like I didn't have a huge party or anything like that. It's just 25 is this is the chapter of my life where I feel like I am done working. I'm not even working. I'm just done doing things that I don't actually want to do, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like all of my years prior to 25, like I always ended up stuck in a job that I didn't really want to do, or it might have been involved with people that I might not necessarily really wanted to be involved with, or ended up doing plans that I didn't really want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I've made the decision to be more assertive and being more vocal about the things that I want. And with 25, I want to realize like what I want to do in my life and then commit to it, because 30 is 5 years away. Like, I'm really creeping up on 30 now. So, and I always said, actually after I turned 21, I wrote in my dream, I wrote down like these goals for myself, and I said that I wanted to be my own boss by the time I was 30. So I literally have 5 years to make that happen now. I want to let time pass where I'm not committing to that goal that I made a couple of years ago. So everything that I do from here on out is going to be contributing to that goal of me being my own boss by the time I'm 30 years old, if not before. Cause yeah, man, I'm trying to be my own boss, man. I don't want to work for someone for the next 10, 15, 20 years. I don't want to do it. You know, some people are okay with going to work and having someone to report to, and working an hourly job, and knowing at the end of the 2 weeks or the end of the week that they're going to get paid for, committing a certain amount of hours of work that they did. And I've come to the realization that that's not the type of work. Another plane. I've come to the realization that that's just not what I want to do. Like, working an hourly job, just like solely making my money based off of the amount of hours that I input into a job, it is not for me. I have tried it job after job, and I feel like nothing has paid enough for the amount of hours that I have to commit, if that makes sense. I don't know. Then, like, as of last year, I started working for these rideshare apps. So I started doing Grubhub and Postmates and Uber Eats, and I just recently started doing Shipt. Oh, excuse me. And like, I like the concept of I get paid based off of the amount of work that I actually put in. So if I put in, if I put in the work, if I accept these orders, then I am held responsible to complete those orders. And if I do that, then I get paid based off of that. I get paid off of results. And once I saw the satisfaction in being able to get paid off of results versus getting paid off of the amount of hours that I have to commit, that compensation was much better for me than having to commit 30, 40, 50 hours a week to the same job that I would make, doing, working 20 something hours doing Grubhub or Postmates and making the same amount of money, if not more. So it was a no-brainer to me to, want to get paid that way. So that's why I came up with the idea of doing this store, because I feel like, what'll set me apart from any other store owner out there is that, I have experience in the industry that I'm trying to open up my store in. And that alone, kind of sets me apart, because I feel like some people open stores just because they got the money to be able to do it. But for me, this is about creating generational wealth for our children, that are gonna, that I'm gonna bring into this world one day. And yeah, I'm trying to create some generational wealth. My parents started to, but unfortunately, traumatic events happen prior to, any of that being able to be accomplished. So while I am alive and living in good health, I want to try to create as much generational wealth for my children, for my grandchildren. I just want to create as much of it as I can before they come into this world, because I'm tired of going through the cycle of, like, or not even me, just not even I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing, like, either people that I know or just my friends, just us growing up into these families and not having anything to look forward to until we go out there and physically do it ourselves. Whereas, you have other kids who grow up and their families have businesses waiting for them to grow up and run. You know what I mean? Some of us aren't granted with those same opportunities. So my goal for this store is so that, it starts off small now, but I have big dreams. But before I turn 30, this store will be thriving and generating income for not only me, but for my future children. So y'all, thank y'all for watching. This was just a rant. I'm sorry. I came on here to, well, for one, to make a video about my store, because I just wanted to come over here and talk to y'all about my store and tell y'all like a little backstory about it. And I felt like it was important for me to say why like I was so adamant about doing this store, and why now, and why this kind of store. But yeah, so like I said, it's called Classic Glow Beauty. I'll put the website in the bio box below, so you can click on the link there and then go to the store, search the stuff. It's still in the editing stages, and I'm still adding and taking away products, so please bear with me. It is not 100% perfect, but I did want to launch it prior. I did want to launch it so that it would be ready for you guys to make like purchases and stuff by Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Support. So I appreciate you anyway. I appreciate you for watching. So thank you guys. Thanks for coming to my channel. Welcome again to my channel. I will be making more videos, you know, not just pertaining to my store, but I'll be making I'll actually order some products from my store, and I'll be doing some like reviews and tutorials on my YouTube channel of the products that I'll get from my store, so you guys can actually see them. And yeah, this is your girl Leah J. Thank you for watching.